Dante. Number 1. The unauthorized, but sort of true, story of the deadliest man who ever lived. J.C. Barber writes, and Wes Watson draws, this sort of biocomic about Count Dante, a man whose real name was John Timothy Kean, and in his short but action-filled life, reinvented himself into one of the most memorable characters who ever lived. The story is told from the perspective of the journalist who's writing a story about the Count, and he starts with interviewing Sidney Brown, who was a student and good friend of Count Dante before he even became Count Dante. Sidney Brown's relationship goes back to the Vietnam War, where he was a prisoner of war in the Hanoi Hilton, and he was rescued by John Kean back when he was a member of the Black Dragons, which was a division of the Green Berets. Once Brown and Kean both got back stateside, Kean took him under his wing and started teaching him the martial arts. After years of not hearing from each other, they reconnect in Chicago over a barroom fight. They ask each other how they've been doing and how they've been surviving for the last few years. And Brown says he's been working as a hairstylist, and it gives him a lot of dates with women, and it helps to support his training. Meanwhile, Kean has this idea for a dojo. Unfortunately, opening a dojo in Chicago at that time was difficult because the whole karate thing was pretty much run by the gangsters. But Kean is on a mission. He will not take no for an answer. And he tells Brown that, hey, I'm going to open these dojos with you or without you. So they embark on changing Kean's look and making this new persona and turning him into Count Dante, the most deadliest man alive. Count Dante is a book I've been looking forward to, and it was one of the penultimate books that I previewed on my Wednesday live stream show. When I researched and looked through some of the history of Count Dante, I'm really surprised that this guy has not gotten some kind of an autobiography or some kind of a biopic before this time. I can remember a time in the 70s seeing these Count Dante ads in comic books all the time, and I thought that was just the coolest thing. I had no idea at the time that this guy was real, and there's just this whole mythos behind his persona. There are a lot of homage ads in here that would really ring a bell for anyone who grew up in the 70s, and they would see all these similarities to those ads, like the Evel Knievel ad, the Sea Monkeys ad, and things like the X-ray specs. That really takes me back. I think even if you don't have an affinity for the books of that era or for the Count Dante ads, I think this story would still interest even people who know nothing about the Count. I, for one, am excited to see what they're going to do with this real-life mythical character named Count Dante. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this Indie Comics review. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. And be sure to turn on all notifications so you'll know when I'm making my next video. So until next time, see you guys in the funny papers. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.